All right, since your awakening, since you've been, I guess, woke, as they say. I hate like that everything's framed and has like a phrase, but
Yeah, but that's what
yeah,
it is. It's the world that
it
we
is.
live
Fuck them. Fuck them. Yeah.
in.
I just hate it because the whole thing about the conversation is alienates. This isn't where I was going, but let's go there. It,
Okay.
we're talking about having a conversation and how that's the thing that's lost right now. And when we like Black Lives Matter, immediately, like we know it doesn't mean anything, but yes, Black people shouldn't be killed that are unarmed. That who cares if you just committed a crime? You do not deserve to be killed by someone who's supposed to be protecting and serving you. Like that's all that means.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We give you our money every single year, all of our taxes for you to fucking murder us.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. We pay your bills for you to return the favor by killing us.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Hey, passion. I love it. Nah. But it alienates then those people who immediately have the rival post, on Facebook, who is just like, you pro Black Lives Matters, I'm pro police. And that's the thing, like same thing with woke. They're like, well, you're woke, what am I? And that's why, and I hate that those words, like I'm like for them, fuck them now. But at the same time, I do want to create the conversation. And those type of things immediately, they're like trigger words for the opposite side. You know how like saying that the F, like all my friends now, like saying the F word towards gay people.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I hang out with them. They know I don't like them, so they may say it, and then they immediately like, I'm sorry.
Like, yeah, backpedal real quick, please, please. Or
But
actually, better yet, keep that same energy.
yeah, that's what I'm like. Keep going because eventually it's gonna catch on, and you're eventually not gonna take it out of your vocabulary. But like trigger words for us are offensive words, the N word. You know what I mean? Like trigger words for them are things that empower us. Like you see
Mm-hmm.
what the difference in. So, but that's what I like those words, but they hurt creating that conversation because I feel like yeah
Because it's almost, instead of creating the conversation, it's another way to get slick and kind of take a stab
yeah
at whether it be your thought process,
mhm,
or how you believe or how you act, or certain
yeah
things like that. And people don't, you can't sit down and have a conversation with somebody while you're taking jabs at them, because who's going to take that conversation seriously?
yeah.
And now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for it. I troll motherfuckers. There's
Oh,
certain
I
people
love it. Yeah.
that I will troll, and I'm like, you are a fucking idiot. But there's certain people like that, to where, like I said, it goes back to you genuinely. It's like the blind. Well, I don't want to say the blind leading the blind, because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. But you can't bring a horse to water. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can't argue or try to educate somebody who is okay with being stuck in willful ignorance. And ignorance isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's not having knowledge of, right? But it's bad when you choose to not learn or to grow, because nobody wants to be around somebody who's like, oh, that's just how I am. That's not a good way of living your life, or being stuck in your ways and showing no growth. Like, why would you be proud of that? Why is it so hard for people to say, hey, you know what? I never thought about it like that. I was fucking wrong. I can see where you're coming from. It's like it comes down to like a pride thing, or like, my dick's bigger than yours. And
Yeah.
it's just like, I'll literally, there's so many people who throughout this last presidency, instead of just saying, oh, that's fucked up, I'm wrong, they would literally defend it. And it's like so many people would defend, like, people who were voting for him defended the whole grab him by the pussy, would get t-shirts that said it. And it was like this whole thing to be, oh,
That's
I'd let him
disgusting.
grab me by the pussy. And
That's
it's like,
disgusting. Yeah.
do you even know what the fuck you're saying?
Yeah. That's the leader of the free world, the most, but like and he set an example for so many men out there that are not only affecting them, but then are going to be affecting women, but
The
then are going
women.
to be affecting other men, then are going to have daughters and children. And it's just, there's such a ripple effect that even a 4 year stint in this country. Yeah.
It's literally a never ending cycle. And it's even more fucked up because they don't see what's wrong with it. They think, I tried to have a conversation with somebody about this, because I'm like, even if you agree with the policies, that's cool. There's some of the policies that he put into place that I could get behind.
Some good
not a lot of
policies.
it, but the fact that you're just like, oh, it's locker room talk. I'm like, okay, it's just locker room talk. And what if they're saying that about your daughter? And any normal person would be like, oh no, that's fucked up. Like, not about my baby. But these motherfuckers, if Trump grabbed my daughter by the pussy,
and then
that's okay. What? It infuriates me. I'm going to keep my composure today, but there's just certain things about it that just and it's contradictory on both sides. There's things that I could see that the Democrats do that are hypocritical, liberal. I'd like to say that I'm more liberal than anything. I don't really go with either or party, but I do if it comes down to if I'm voting Republican or Democrat. I mean, of course I go for whoever the best candidate is, but just in every election that I've been able to vote in, the candidate that I felt best suited was Democratic or liberal. But anyway.
Hey, don't forget to follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever you want,